emergency in 1987 for the Catholic refugee resettlement in the state of Wisconsin. And this bill, we needed to be pushed. We asking the senator.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for inviting us. Indeed, this is very important for many of the families, new immigrants. There's a couple of ideas that I'm thinking about right now in terms of the bill. Definitely, I support the bill because I know that when I came to America, I was only 9 years old, and I remember fleeing my country and facing all that terror and the issue of fighting and war and all that, and so I have to leave my country. Not knowing where I was going, not knowing what's next for me, leaving members of the family behind, and so coming to Kenya and staying in a refugee camp without knowing, if I would be able to see a light, if I would be able to use the bathroom. The great outdoor was my bathroom, and so 7-year-old, 8-year-old, it was a tremendous issue for me. And so coming to America and having the opportunity to go to school and get educated, have a second chance in life where I can represent myself, my family, and also people around me is very, very interesting. And so I would thank America for allowing us that. And so why I support this is because there are many people who I know are facing that issues and that need our voice so they can have that chance that I already had.
Well, my family's been here on my father's side since the early 1700s. But my grandfather emigrated from Ulster, Ireland in the early 1900s. So all of my family came for the same reason anybody comes to America, for opportunity. On my grandfather's family, they left Ulster to get away from violence and strife and danger. So they came here for security and a chance to live in peace. And so I support this immigration reform because my family is here because of immigration. We weren't shut out, we weren't pushed aside, we weren't treated as inferiors. And because this country was built by immigrants, and we continue to be made strong by immigration. And it's the thing that will keep us alive as a nation.
First, I guess if you look across Minneapolis, and if you want to look at the immigrant community, you're also going to see the small business community. And that has been traditionally throughout our history in Minneapolis. Immigrants are the people that start small businesses and grow small businesses, and small businesses are what make our city strong. Like Ginny, my family has been here for many years. I'm English, Irish, Scottish, Romanian, Bohemian, Czechoslovakian, and German.
Wow.
So that's what I'm called. On my grandmother's side, I know that my grandmother says I'm Romanian, but I know where she came from. That part of Romania was where Germans went to flee, and they lived in that part of Romania during troubles in Germany. Their people went there for different reasons. And she said when they immigrated here, that first the family members came because what immigration happened then is you may travel on a boat all the way across the ocean, and if you were sick or they didn't think you were right, they would say, you need to get back in the boat and go back across the ocean. So you didn't know. So you would then, your family member would get across, and if it was okay, then it was easier for the next family member. And I know that's been the way it has been for many, many years, but the truth is that in many ways, all of us are here illegally. The only people that are here legally are the native, indigenous people that lived here before us, but the rest of us are all here in many ways illegally. I'm here illegally. It's not my nation, it's someone else's nation, so we immigrated here. So the fact is we need to respect the cultures that have been here before us and those that have come, and America has been a great melting pot, and we will only be a great community by embracing our differences and what makes us unique. That's what makes us a great country, and we need to make it easier for those people that have come here recently. And remember, one day there will be a different group of immigrants that will be in the same place, and we need to make it possible for them to be treated equally as well.
Thank you. really, as everybody says, this program, immigration, we support because without the immigration issues, nobody can come as we as Somalis. We flee our country for 20 years and we come to this country. The United States help us to save us, our kids, our grandchildren, our fathers, everybody. We came here, that's why. And we also to support this program, so the rest of the behind of the people others are coming to be also get an opportunity to come to this country and also to support the role or the opportunity to get an advantage for the refugees and stuff and all that stuff things. And I really support as a Somali citizen American, I support this program. Thank you.
Hi, my name is John Keller. I'm the director of the Immigrant Law Center in Minnesota. And I'm sorry that I was late. I came from another meeting. And not sure what the question was, but it sounds like...
The question is more like, why you support it and if you have it started.
So the Immigrant Law Center in Minnesota is and has been working hard for immigration reform for many years. We are very engaged on this bill. We are, there are pieces of the bill that are very positive that we're working to support and protect, and portions of the bill that we would like to see improved. We have some serious concerns around changes to the family preference categories of the bill that I think particularly impact larger families and families here in Minnesota from both refugee and asylee backgrounds, where family reunification is important and more serious than other circumstances. But it is a tremendous opportunity to bring some much-needed relief to Minnesota's immigrant and refugee communities. And there is no alternative other than the status quo, and the status quo is horrific. So.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Ali. I support the immigration report. Immigration reform. And I asked the Senate to pass this important bill for everybody who is already in the country. I would like everyone here to get the same opportunity we all have today. Some of us haven't had this opportunity before, but once we come to America, we got it, and everybody else who is already here deserves the same. And I ask that favor to everybody who is involved in the bill, and I support. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. My name is Abdurrahman Ahmed. I'm one of the co-owners of Safari Restaurant and Event Center. First of all, I would like to thank you for being here tonight. It's my pleasure to have a group of people who are concerned about our immigration system. We know that the system is very much broken and it needs to be fixed. And the system will not be fixed without our involvement. We have to get involved, we have to make calls, we have to knock doors, we have to reach out to the community in different platforms, social media, maybe phones, internet, emails, whatever we can. One of the things, the main reason why I'm supporting this Immigration Reform Act is being proposed by eight of a group of eight senators, I believe, is because first and foremost, the system is not working, some of my friends say. So it needs something have to come up, something different. Second is that it will lift the shadow, the taboo, the worry and the scaredness from millions of hardworking people who are making contribution to the system, taxpayers, law-abiding citizens. So we would like to see that thing to happen. The second issue is that the families are tearing apart the system as we speak now. You came here 3 years old, and you have, it's no reason on your own fault. So that will, your mother or father may become as immigrant. Now you're 20 years old, you want to go to, you live American dream, you want to go to university. And you cannot do that. I think that's also unfair. First, we have to respect people who came before us. As a Somali immigrant, as a citizen of this beautiful city, this great state, and this amazing country, I think we can do better than this. So that's why I'm involved, I'm trying. And also I want to add, this, where we are today, in Safari Event Center, is, like I tell my friends, Friday, Saturday, Sundays is business days. That's where I try to make my money so I can pay the bills. But anyway, for you guys, or anybody in the community, if they want to engage the community and make a difference, Monday to Thursday, you're most welcome. I all invite you to come to different issues, and we have to get engaged and make some calls. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Being here, my name is Omar Mohammed. I'm here for a couple of years, 4 years from Malaysia. Everybody mentioned the problem of refugee camps. I have never seen refugee camps, but yeah, actually from my country, I would have not gone back without getting the opportunity to be here. And hoping that we're going to go back one day. On the other hand, regarding the immigration reforms, I'm supporting 100% because I work with refugees. I work with military social service as a senior refugee specialist. And we always see a lot of immigration problems and people who are here like 10 years, 20 years, and they don't have any legal papers, that they cannot work, they cannot get benefit from the county or from the government as well. So I will 100% support, and the main reason being facing and seeing all these people who are suffering. I want them to get the opportunity that we got, whoever came 20 years, 30 years ago, and whoever came now, a new person like me. Thank you.
My name is Sharmake. Like other Somalian immigrants, I came out from refugee camp to the United States. And for those of us who live in refugee camps, the United States always represented a hope of everything, hope of life, opportunity, of going to school. And for that hope to continue, I think we should have immigration reform so that the hope goes continues with the generations to come. We should pass those policies for the generations to come. So we should support immigration reform. Thank you.
My mother came to the United States as a baby. She was, her father was fleeing Hitler's Germany. She was able to become a citizen. And right now, my husband is from Honduras. He left a number of years ago in order to flee the violence, the gangs, the drugs down there. He rode a train, on the top of a train, all the way through Mexico, and he crossed the border with a pair of shoes and a compass and a little bit of water and a phone number. He's facing deportation right now, and we're going to court tomorrow.
I definitely approve this bill. I've seen actually people that come all over the world, and they will come over to the border in San Diego to come into the United States, and they get detained for getting asylum. And while they're waiting for their asylum, they actually got to be detained and wait until they get approved. You know, so I think that's really hard coming all the way from Somalia or any other country. And if you come here to be detained and waiting for your papers. So I think that's really important thing immigration should be. It used to be very easy back in the days, a few years back, and I think it's getting really hard nowadays. So I think by people uniting and getting together and talking about it, it can definitely change.
Somalia. So I really need to get fix it to everybody has a citizen and get citizen and go back to whatever they're doing so we really need this program to get a lot of opportunities those people. Me, I'm not citizen yet, so I'm waiting my passport. Then everybody should need that. So
I'm in support of this bill, definitely. Why? Because if you see what makes our nation the strongest, is what it's all about. It's a kaleidoscope. It's a melting pot that got all the gene pools from all over the world and get the best hybrid. You just have this gentleman, how many nations? So of course, just like when you are making a hybrid, you get the best of all. So I'm in support of it, and I'm in support of fixing this broken immigration thing that we have. I personally came here as a student a long time ago, and after I finished my education and was ready to go back, I couldn't because there was a civil war brewing up in my country. So thank God I applied for political asylum, got my citizenship, and I consider this great nation home. And I think we should thank you for hosting such a wonderful program. You are a great lady.
My name is Sarah and I support this immigration bill. And although it's not correct, as many people wanted, but it's necessary for 11 million who are here illegally.
I think we should fix our immigration system, because if we fix it now, then it will help many more that are coming in the future. And helping immigrants right now will help our country and our state better, because as she said before, it's a melting pot, and the majority of people coming to this country are immigrants, and a lot of more immigrants will come because this is a country of opportunity. And so they want to come here to learn and to find work as new workers. Therefore, they're going to help our economy and help our state move forward. So this is why we should help them, and we should create a path for the future ones to see what we have done today. Thanks.
Good job.
My name is Ahmed Farah. I support the immigration bill. I'm totally against of deportation. I do see young kids being lined up for deportation back home where they haven't never seen or even having a hard time to speak the language. So I think there's a better way. If we could find some kind of second chance for those folks who really having a hard time with the legal system, I believe there should be some kind of solution to support those kids or families that's going through problems. Thank you.
I want to thanks for here, and also I want to thanks for Safari always helping the community. If I share with you my own experience, I come to this country refugee 1993. I used to live in refugee camp in Kenya, and then what happened is Lutheran Family Service, they respond our family. I didn't know who was helping me, but somehow I come to the United States. When I come to this country, 3 months I got no bill to pay. Somebody take care of everything, food, house, shelter, everything. So when I come to this country, I work very hard, I went to school, and now I ask a question myself. I said, what can I do this country? If someone helping me, what did I should do myself? So the conclusion I find it is to help somebody else. And that's the decision I make. I work very hard, helping the neighborhood level. Any issue I can make different, I always stand with, because I know someone helping me yesterday, so today I have to help. And I know if we give chance for other, if people don't have no opportunity like I have,